The web keeps siphoning our focus with tiny chores. Copy here, paste there, 20 tabs later, and nothing shipped. Meanwhile, a new class of AI tools quietly crossed the line from nice to have to the backbone of how ambitious teams work. Perplexity's Comet sits at the center of that shift. It turns your browser into an operations desk that reads the page you're on, hops across open tabs, drafts emails, fills docs, and executes tasks while you stay in flow. Today, I'm going to unlock its full power, step by step. How to set it up for maximum performance, which switches to flip, the shortcuts that save hours. And then we'll run through real use cases, so you see exactly why this is worth adopting. And yes, later I'll show you a completely official, totally legal way to get a full year of Pro for free. No hacks, no gray areas. Before we dive in, this matters. As the spooky season arrives, we discovered what's really keeping people up at night this year. It's the fear of jobs being replaced by AI. 71% of people believe artificial intelligence will permanently replace their jobs. But here's the good news. You can stop this nightmare from becoming reality. This Halloween doesn't have to be scary. I've partnered with Outskill to future-proof your skills. Outskill, the world's first AI-focused education platform, is hosting a 2-day AI Mastermind workshop, which is happening this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST on both days. Over 10 million people across the globe have attended this training, and they have boosted their career growth and made businesses with zero code that makes revenue models worth $4,000 to $5,000. This training, which is rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot and usually costs $395, is completely free for my audience because I've partnered with Outskill to give away 1,000 free seats for the next 48 hours as a part of the Halloween sale. But here's why I urge you to join it. Firstly, this isn't theory. It's fully hands-on AI training from practitioners at Microsoft and NVIDIA, people who've actually built and shaped the industry. Secondly, in just 2 days, you'll learn 10+ AI-powered tools. AI in Excel, Sheets, and presentations, building AI agents, automating your workflow, and much more. Also, you get access to the Learning Dashboard, where you are introduced to like-minded people to build with them and enhance your overall learning process. That's not all. You'll also walk away with bonuses valued at $5,000, including a prompt Bible, a roadmap to monetize AI, and a personalized AI toolkit builder, only if you attend both the days. My entire team and I will be attending this, and so should you. Limited seats are available. Grab yours now via the link in the description. P.S. Join the WhatsApp community to stay updated before the big blast. Malva AI Discord is now open. It's where I'm dropping all today's links, every master prompt, and extra workflows we don't post on YouTube. We also have free community rewards, a private PDF series with the best free AIs, and the secrets we keep for the community. Here's how to unlock it. Watch to the end, like, subscribe, and leave a positive comment. Save one screenshot that shows all 3. You'll use that proof inside the Discord to unlock the PDF. Early members get special rewards. The invite is in the description. Don't wait. Let's tune Comet before we touch examples. I want this browser to feel like a teammate, not a toy. First, install the desktop app for your OS and set it as default, so every link opens in Comet. I'm on Comet's main tab. 3 launch buttons run the whole show. Search is your daily driver. Fast answers with citations. Research spins up deep research when you need a structured, brief, and multi-step checks. Labs turns rough ideas into a working scaffold you can iterate. On the right, I decide where it pulls evidence from. Web is on by default, but I can focus it on academic papers for primary literature. Social/Reddit when I want real-world signals. Finance when market context matters, or even my connected tools like Notion. Flip the sources that match the job, and Comet hunts there. Next is the model picker. I leave it on best for auto routing, or I pin a specialist when I know what I want. With the official 12-month Pro access I'll show you how to activate later, you can run top-tier models all year. GPT-5, Gemini 2.5 Pro, that's premium horsepower, legally, for a full year. 2 quality of life touches finish the panel. The upload button to drop PDFs files so it reads them in context, and the mic for hands-free dictation when you're in flow. If you want the exact wording and where to click for the 12-month Pro offer, I'll cover it later in this video. Second, pin the Assistant sidebar. That panel is where the magic happens, because it understands the page you're on and can act inside it with your permission. Third, connect only the accounts you want help with. Gmail for drafts, Calendar for scheduling, Drive or Docs for deliverables. Keep it scoped. Fourth, open Settings, Privacy, and tighten it to your comfort. Clear history regularly, disable anything you don't want shared, and keep sensitive work in a separate profile. Fifth, enable voice. Hands-free matters when you're reading or comparing. Sixth, learn the slash menu. Press / in the sidebar to save shortcuts, / brief for summaries, / compare for side-by-side analysis, / news for your weekly poll. Seventh, create workspaces by project, and tell Comet to send related tabs there. Your future self will thank you. Eighth, set your default answer depth to concise for speed, and call expand when you need depth. Ninth, add 2 reusable prompts to your clipboard, executive brief and action checklist, because you'll paste them constantly. 10th, test the loop. Ask it to summarize the page you're on, extract all links, then turn the result into a one-pager. When that works, you're ready for real work. Here's where Comet stops feeling like a search box and starts acting like a teammate. I'm going to show you 2 smart powers that I use constantly, one for surgical fact-checking on YouTube, and one for real trip planning that builds an actual route for you. Watch how clean this feels. When I'm fact-checking, I don't scrub, I jump. I ask for the exact moment Jensen Huang begins the Blackwell segment in NVIDIA's official CES 2025 keynote. Comet searches, opens the official upload on YouTube, and lands right on that chapter. Then I have it list every claim from that segment with timestamps and source links. The first time I tried this, it opened a re-upload. I said, use the official NVIDIA upload, it switched instantly, and the timestamps lined up. That's minutes saved every time. Switching gears to planning. I've got 1 day in Tokyo and I want to loop by public transport. Must-see spots, sensible order, realistic timing. I tell Comet to start near Tokyo Station, hit Sensoji in Asakusa, Meiji Jingu, Shibuya Crossing, and TeamLab Planets. It recognizes I'm on Google Maps, asks for permission, and takes the wheel. Adds each stop, sequences them to minimize backtracking, and proposes a route with estimated travel times. I approve, and it finalizes everything in my Maps tab. If a leg turns into a long walk, I just nudge it. Public transport only, avoid walks over 10 minutes, and it recalculates. One instruction becomes a working itinerary. That's the difference I want you to feel. Not answers, outcomes. In a minute, I'll show you more agent moves, but these 2 alone will change how you research and plan. Now, real useful workflows. First, fact-finding that actually saves time. I open a Loud blog post about a new model and ask, summarize this in 5 bullets and extract every source link. Then I push, /compare, followed by replace any blog takes with primary sources only. In seconds, I have the landscape, supporting links, counter evidence, and the official docs. When it handed me a paywalled citation last week, I added free sources only, and the problem disappeared. This is how you stop drowning in hot takes. Second, turn research into a content brief you can ship. I ask, analyze the top answers on the open web for AI for small business. Identify the common outline and the gaps nobody covers. Draft a 1-page brief with working title, angle, sections, and 3 questions we must answer. Cite original sources and explain credibility in one line each. I follow with, give me 5 alternate titles: straight, bold, contrarian, data-led, playful. Now I've got a clean plan and headline options for thumbnails. No spreadsheets, no rabbit holes. Third, build a practical buyer's guide without affiliate noise. I ask Comet to compare 3 27-inch 4K monitors under a specific price. List only the specs that matter for editing, pull today's prices from reputable retailers, and recommend 1 value pick and 1 color-critical pick. If it includes a sketchy reseller, I say, official stores and well-known marketplaces only. It returns a simple table with links I can actually click and buy from. This works for mics, lights, laptops, anything with specs and reviews. Fourth, learn fast with a real plan. I ask, scan current job posts for junior data analyst. Extract the core skills that appear in most listings. Build a 7-day learning plan using only free resources with direct links. Include 1 small hands-on project on day 3 and a capstone on day 7. Comet compiles the skills checklist, maps each day to tutorials and docs, and gives me a project to prove I learned something. If a resource looks weak, I say, replace day 2's reading with an official doc or university course, and it swaps it. Fifth, news without overwhelm. I run /news but add guardrails. Primary reporting only, 50-word summaries, mark developing stories. I get a tight digest I can read in a minute, with links to original reporting. If it cites a newsletter recap, I say, replace with the original article, and it cleans up the list. This turns endless scrolling into 1 useful screen. Sixth, tables and PDFs, the place most people give up. I open a public white paper PDF and ask, extract the key stats, pull out 3 direct quotes with page numbers, and finish with a 2-sentence conclusion that stands alone. Link back to the document. Then I open a page with a big comparison table and say, convert this table to clean CSV I can paste into a spreadsheet. No extensions, no manual cleanup, just usable data. Those 6 cover 90% of daily value. Verify, brief, compare, plan, digest, and export. Keep your prompts sharp and your outputs short by default. When you want depth, say expand. If a source feels weak, push for primary docs, not summaries. And save what works as shortcuts, so the next time it's literally 1 word. 2 quick notes on privacy, because power comes from context. I keep banking and sensitive client portals in a separate browser profile. Inside Comet, I use the privacy panel to toggle off anything I don't want shared, clear history regularly, and only connect accounts when I truly need them. Connect what helps, nothing more. All right, the free year of Pro. The link is in our Discord. Open the server, go to the pinned post in the promos/resources channel, and click the official Perplexity times PayPal offer. On that page, set PayPal as your payment method for Perplexity, and it unlocks 12 months of Perplexity Pro at no cost. The moment it confirms, open your Perplexity billing page, make sure it says Pro Trial 12 months, and turn off auto-renew right away, so you won't be charged after the year. That's the whole method, official, legal, and free for a full year. If you don't see the offer, it's usually region eligibility or a past Pro on your account. A fresh Perplexity account plus the same link solves it. Also, make sure that you've logged in with the same email address for both your PayPal and Perplexity accounts. If they're different, it can cause an error. You just upgraded your browser from a window into a worker. From now on, you don't hunt for answers, you delegate outcomes. Open a tab, ask clearly, save the shortcut, move on. If something stumbles, nudge it once. Narrow the scope, ask for primary sources, or tell it to output a 1-page brief, and it snaps back on track. That's the point. Less grind, more momentum. Claim the full year of Pro through the link in our Discord, keep your 3 shortcuts handy, And before you close the laptop today, use Comet to finish one task you've been postponing. Then post your win in the server so we can learn from it and level up together.